Macklin, thanks for talking for Frank. We're on TV. So you're looking forward to getting back in the ring in December?
Yeah, can't wait now. You know, last time out I was really, like I said, building up to the Barker fight. I was in great shape, had great sparring, and it was, it was deflating when the fight got called off. And even though, I stayed focused, stayed professional, got the win against, against a tough opponent and stopped it. We'd never been stopped. But it wasn't the fight or the performance I was looking for. It was just one of them. It couldn't fault it, but it wasn't the sort of fight. It wasn't the sort of fight you could shine in either. But December 11th now, I got this guy Ruben Varane. The two names that stand out is the points loss against Felix Sturm. The win against Lucas Kanenke. He's obviously a really tough guy. So hopefully December 11th I'll be in top shape as always. Good sparring and. Hopefully the opponent will be the styles of gel that I can show what I've
got a good couple of months now to train for this, for Ruben's style. So we'll be able to fight that fight on the night.
Yeah, exactly. It's horrible when you've trained for a particular type of style and then sort of last minute that's completely changed and it's like chalk and cheese. You've got to completely readapt. Obviously it happens in boxing. You've got to be professional, but it is difficult and it can leave you a bit flat, especially when you're ready for a fight that's hugely anticipated, seen as like a massive trade fight, and then you just get an unknown. It's hard to kind of retain that sort of intensity, that edge. You lose the edge a little bit, but obviously Ruben Varane, I know I'm fighting, we're ready for him, we're preparing for him, and I'm looking forward to a good performance.
A lot of people talk about your training with Freddie Roach, but do you feel that maybe Joe Gallagher doesn't get enough credit for the training he does with you?
Definitely, I think Joe is probably the most underrated trainer in Britain. He's only a young man really. He's really making his name as a trainer. I mean, you look at that camp up there in Manchester, John Murray, Joe Murray, Anthony Crolla, myself. I think Anthony Crolla's improved 100% since he went with Joe. I know Anthony because I watched him. He used to be on the undercards on the Frank Warren shows, and good little fighter, but he just seemed to lack that bit of something. I'm not sure, but with Joe he seems to have really come on, and I think Joe's a great trainer. Never been as fit as I am with Joe. He's absolutely taskmaster. Really brings the best out of you.
You got obviously a great reception in Birmingham last time out, and going up to Liverpool now in December. Have you boxed up there much, and you've got a bit of a rapport with the fans already?
I boxed up there a lot as an amateur. Me and Paul Smith boxed together on the international teams when we were younger, and we clicked straight away. He's a really good friend of mine, and I used to go up there from the age of 16, stay at his house and stuff for a week or two. I think once we boxed for Young England in an international tournament through the summer, and most gyms weren't open, and I went up and trained in the Rotunda for a couple of weeks and sparred with Paul. That was the club he boxed for, amateur. So I know a lot of his mates and a lot of his friends over the years, and it's a good town, Liverpool, and I've got a lot of people coming over from Ireland and a lot of people coming up from Birmingham, so I'll have plenty of support up there.
To give you an extra buzz fighting on these big shows.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like I said before in the build up to the last Magnificent Seven show. I remember going up to the Full Monty in Sheffield. I drove up there. That was my first ever big time boxing show that I went to. I think I was 16 years old. I think it was the rematch Eubank against Carl Thompson. And it was Ryan Rhodes, Ricky Hatton was making his name there. I think he was 7-0, and it was that sort of a card. It was a massive. There was lots of title fights on, and you remember those big nights in the pay-per-view fights, and then going to they used to be a big pay-per-view in England, then it go to America. So it's like it's nice to be part of that now.
Well, we're glad you're part of it, Matt. Good luck on the December.
Cheers, thanks.